It's in our bloodline. It's in our bloodline. It is in our bloodline.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse.
I release you. I release you. I release you.
Sometimes I thought that I would hear things, and to me, I thought in my mind that it was somebody, a spirit. It was a spirit. And sometimes I would hear things falling or dropping in the house, and I'm like, that must be a spirit or something. And I just forget about it.
It started with my grandmother with paranoia, where she was thinking that, people would be knocking on her door or following her or saying things about her that they weren't really saying, or people were doing things towards her that they weren't really doing. And now I'm noticing that in my mom, where she's paranoid. She thinks people, are following her and they're saying bad things about her when she go into certain settings, and it's a domino effect. And then for me, I'm trying to reverse the curse, knowing that those two individuals that are a very important part of my history have traveled down those paths. My job, in order to break that history, is to not think about those things. I was taught certain tools to use to fight those thoughts and to fight things that don't exist. They didn't have those tools, and if they did, they didn't use them.
Psychological, emotional, mental, impact of traumatic experiences that have been passed down. And I think it comes from way back. System of oppression, racism, all that. Even biological. I think also too that there's, and some family members, just the lack of confidence to believe in themselves and to believe that they can have a better life. I think is due to perhaps lack of confidence. So I think that there's some type of stronghold that prevents our family members from shifting into the greatness that God has called for them to fulfill their life's purpose to the fullest. And I live by hurt people hurt people. And so that's not an excuse for abusive behavior, whether it's physical abuse or verbal abuse or emotional abuse. But hurt people. And that just, we have to be careful with our words, that we need to make more deposits into people and less withdrawals.
I recently experienced some frustration, anger, and pain. The pain didn't feel as though it was new. It more so felt deeper than what I could describe. And so it took for me to look around my environment and noticed certain patterns from certain family members. And I questioned myself, is it me, or is there something more to understand? I couldn't really understand what was holding me back or what was keeping me from excelling to my fullest belief in myself. I had to look around me and understand that certain patterns or characteristics I had about myself wasn't just coming from a place of childhood, but it was also coming from a place of family and our history, our timeline. I see myself in ways I can't describe, ways I don't recognize anymore. And I don't recognize myself because I've completely broken character of who I was from my past. And I just hope nothing more but for my sister to break free from these generational traumas. I want all the women in my life to know that they have safe spaces. They have spaces to know that they can grieve in peace and have that forgiveness that allows them to grow.